Ah, now we're on Lilly's route without Lilly. What a world we live in. I don't understand. I rest my chin on my hand as I absentmindedly look out the window. Yet another one of Muto's lectures just droning on and on as if it were endless. Because it probably is. The summer sky is almost alluring in its bright, cerulean splendor. Only the odd passing cloud breaks up the deep blue expanse. What, am I being a philosopher now? The feeling of longing is probably the outdoors side of me yearning to escape. Nakai, can you answer this? That side of me's lost to the past now, though. I'm just, in that case, I think it would be the an suffix. Correct. Moving on, the suffix for. As my attention towards Muto slips once again, I spot Misha giving me an enthusiastic thumbs up and nod at her to settle down. Dude, she was just excited that you got the answer right. It's been a handful of days since Lilly left for me land, days which have passed relatively peacefully. Life's largely just continued as usual, in contrast to what I'd expected. While thoughts of her have danced around on the edge of my mind since she left, present events managed to subdue them, at least for the time being. So I just find myself idly chatting with Hanako, as usual, when lunchtime finally rolls by. Are the later ones in the series good as well? Nah. You're probably just better off sticking to the original. His later books didn't live up to it, other than maybe God Emperor. Am I talking about fucking Warhammer novels? What is this? Thanks, I wasn't really sure if... Oh gee, here we fucking go. Oh god, I gotta prepare myself. As Hanako steps to the side, I see Shizune stride up in her typical business-like manner, flanked by her ever-present bright-haired shadow. Try as I might, I can't read any hint of their intent from their faces. Shizune's poker face and, well, Misha's seemingly boundless cheerfulness are a devilish combination. Morning, Shizune. Misha. I'm like very polite for... Hi. I accentuate the greeting with a nod to Shizune in order to get the point across. She promptly and curtly returns the gesture to both of us. It's been a long while since I've really talked to either of them. For a while, I thought they might be avoiding me, but I eventually came to the conclusion that Shizune really isn't the type to do so. Not really, I mean, she's gonna... Morning! Shik-chan says that Muto wants to see you sometime. What? Because of the statement, my face contorts as if I'd just eaten spoiled food, giving Misha no end of amusement. Anyone think you were in trouble, Hick-chan? See, now I'm just over-exaggerating it, but really, that's how it probably sounds. Let's be real here. You may not be aware of it, but you have the least to worry about out of anyone in the class. What? What an unexpected vote of confidence. Even Hanako nods hesitantly to affirm the point. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. There was something I wanted to ask you, though. Oh boy. And what might that be, Hick-chan? I have a feeling this won't go well, but here goes. Is there like a... Oh my god, are we doing this now? Is there a reason why you and Lilly don't get along? It seems like even a little civility would help you both in your duties. Oh, Jesus. I mean, this probably wasn't a good idea. Ooh, Shizune's cold stare after Misha happily signs the word stops me in my tracks. In hindsight, I really could have worded that better. Even Hanako's like slinking away. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm sure I can see Hanako move back just a little. Thankfully, Shizune notices this and lets her temper dissipate as she forcefully runs her hand through her hair to let off steam. That's how you let off steam. Perfectly on cue, Misha begins interpreting the second Shizune's arms begin to move. ... I would say that such matters aren't relevant to you, but since you seem to have befriended Lilly... She pauses to adjust her glasses, evidently attempting to articulate her point in the best possible manner. Signing. While I assume the same of her... Oh god, I got spit in my throat. I cannot call my own views on the matter unbiased. Suffice to say, we were closer before than we are now. Okay. Shizune makes a quick gesture to Misha to stop her from interpreting. Then has a quick meeting with her before proceeding. The fact that the two can communicate so easily yet so secretly right in front of us is disconcerting. Hanako seems to share my curiosity at the proceedings, looking on with thinly masked interest. As they finish their opaque conversation, Misha looks slightly deflated. I guess her opinion on the matter wasn't followed. Shik-chan says you should ask Lilly about it, as she doesn't want to be the one that gets you involved. Oh. Well, just have to ask her when she gets back. In 70 years. At least I got some information out of Shizune. The two have been on close terms, and that means they weren't always at each other's throats. Or at least not like at this extent. I understand. Thanks anyway. Oh god. With a nod and a farewell, the two break away and walk out the door, no doubt headed straight for the student council room. Could have gone worse, I guess. Hanako let out a long breath, relieved at the confrontation's resolution. Can't say I blame her. I'll see you later then. Yeah, I'll meet you in the tea room. See ya. With that, she waves and joins the trickle. I almost said the tinkle. The tinkle of students. The trickle of students leaving the classroom. Nakai, could I speak to you for a moment? Oh boy. Just what we knew. Delivered in his typical monotone manner, he apparently decided that I need a reminder to see him already. Eventually, I finish packing up my things. By the time I reach his desk, the classroom is empty. Well, no, close to empty. Yes, sir? He looks up, taking measure of my face before giving an awkward, rather obviously acted chuckle. No need to feel guilty. You're not in trouble. I just wanted to ask you something. I've asked a few of the other students so far. Okay. That's something at least. For the moment, I thought my maxim of keeping my head down and pen up had failed me. So, what do you want to talk about? Well, to start with, what do you think of your progress in this class so far? Good, bad, worse? I detest that kind of question. For a fair amount of time, I try to think of a response that is neither pathetically humble nor cocky. I think I'm doing okay. Yeah. The work isn't too hard, and I'm doing better on tests than I thought I would. Good answer. Yeah, like even Muto knows, dude. That's a good answer. The correct one, too. I give a mental sigh of relief at his satisfaction. To say that I don't gain little pride from his comment would be a blatant lie. In the maelstrom of thoughts clouding my mind after learning that I'd be transferring to Yamaku, my school grades seemed utterly unimportant. being entirely clueless as to what skill level would be assumed of me. Once I actually got here, I was hugely relieved when I found out that I understood well enough to the schoolwork we'd be doing. I know your circumstances might have thrown a wrench in the works, but have you given any thought to, I don't know, your future, or my future? What would you like to do as a profession? You have any thoughts of where you'd like to be in 10 or 20 years' time? I wouldn't be surprised if you covered this ground in your previous school, but I don't have any record of it if you have. Huh. I suppose the last year of high school is the time when students would need to be thinking about such things, and to be honest, I really haven't lent that much thought compared to my immediate situation. I feel like if my heart was going to explode at any given moment, that's really what I would be thinking about all the time, rather than, oh shit, what do I actually want to do with my life? Catching on to my thinking, Muto speaks up. It's okay if you haven't decided on anything specific. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of your classmates were still undecided after all. Maybe pursue one of your talents. Talents? I am visual novel protagonist. I have one talent, and that's getting women. God damn it, dude. He's rather obviously trying to squeeze an answer out of me, and something about his previous wording makes me suspicious. He didn't seem to be intent on asking everybody like this, so he must have some kind of selection criteria. I'd guess our grades in his class. Well, something in science might be the path of least resistance. His face brightens, no doubt pleased at the thought of a prize student following his subject as a career path. Good. Having a general idea is the first step. I'd advise you to think on it, though. I will. Things are starting to kind of settling down, which, yeah, it's good. It's helpful. Good to hear. Oh, and I've noticed that Ikazawa's attendance and grades have improved since you came to be friends. I'd like to thank you for that. Oh, I'm surprised you noticed we even knew each other. He gives a chuckle as awkward as his smile. This guy really has no idea how to properly act around others. Every facial movement seems like an act of careful but misdirected choreography. You could say that having a general idea of who knows whom is part of a teacher's job. Is it? Like, you gotta know the cliques and the groups and all that shit? I guess. Catching himself before he goes off into a tangent, he loudly coughs into his hand. Jesus. I'm sure you have things to do, though, so I'll stop here. Please do think about where you're headed from here, as you don't have long before you go and finish high school. I will, thanks. I won't. Look at the... Dude, I feel like the worst part is the mouth. The brief talk ended. I take my leave, and he goes back to fussing with the teaching materials on his desk. This is one of the times I'm envious of Lilly. Almost maddeningly so. To have one's future so cleared and so assured, yet working towards it from such a young age. It's an idea so utterly irreconcilable with my own thoughts, mired in the present day just as they've always been. Also, apparently, everyone always has to point out whenever I say fucking something like, oh, gross. And at that specific moment, Hanako always is there or is leaving the scene. You guys know I'm talking about those goddamn pictures. Don't even. I've already said Hanako's the most adorable character in this fucking game. Alright? So fuck you. Walking through the lobby to the cafeteria, I silently rue my daily routine having been completely thrown off. It had seemed like a normal day. I arrived in class before most, due to waking up early and having become quite adept at chucking down my pills without choking as I get ready for the day. Why doesn't he drink water with him? You don't have to, like, just swallow them whole, unless they're those pills you can't actually take with water. What? Did they say that? But as students trickled in, one never materialized. Hanako, oh boy. My friend. I step inside, eyes scanning the expanse of the cafeteria in search of a suitable place to take a seat. It's a task made more difficult by the group of students moving about and busily talking. Oh my god, what just happened to me? Ah! A hand pounds my back hard a couple times, severely winding me. Jesus, I just got fucking destroyed. I couldn't care less. The burp about the culprit as I focus my thoughts on my chest in a near automatic reaction. Damn, I hope you didn't trigger my fucking arrhythmia. Oh, Jesus. You just triggered my arrhythmia. I hate you. My hand instinctively tightens on my breast, and I start going through the steps I rehearse in my mind every other day. Okay, just breathe in and out. Dude, it's the route. This is the route where my heart's gonna explode. I'm telling you. It keeps coming up now. Dude. Oh, okay. Hold on. With a measure of relief, I can slowly feel my chest becoming less intense, or tense. Less intense, true. By the time I look back up, my face is covered in sweat from the experience. Fucking... Oh my god. Kenji, why are you trying to kill me? Hey, man. Are you okay? God damn it! Don't do that, you fucking idiot! He retreats back, an expression of unease written on his face. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have barked at him, considering he had no way to know. I'd be pretty upset, even if someone didn't know. You nearly murdered me without intentionally trying to kill me. I give a sigh and right myself with some difficulty. Sorry, just had some chest problems. Sharp knocks aren't good. It seems strange to see him so upset. The fact that I can't do anything about it irritates me. Let's get lunch. Okay. It's good to have some company for once. For once, man. We start off to the serving line. One good thing is that Kenji and I can make small talk nowadays, as opposed to my only interaction with him being anti-feminist lectures. God damn it. Seems like it'd be hard to find an empty table. There's a few people I wouldn't mind sitting with. Nobody's like you, though. What the hell? I feel a shiver run down through my spine. Clarify that now, please. They don't listen. Their minds are closed. It's the media, man. The goddamn brainwashing mainstream feminist fascist media. He takes a breath and I savor the second of silence. Damn, they control everything. Everything but you and me. I relax a little while we grab our food and drink. So, what have you got for me? What? Huh? Oh, come on. You've been hanging around Sato and the other chicks for ages. Or chick. Fuck. Rumors are all over my class. And probably some of the others, too. Eavesdropping ain't a good habit. Let me guess. You never do it? Not even when you're bored? Really? Yeah. Fine, point taken. I mean, you can't help but sometimes listen. Both of us stop to have soup ladled into a couple of small bowls and placed onto our trays. The concoction that lands into the bowl looks pretty questionable, but at least it smells reasonably good. Hey, as long as it smells good, man, that's all that matters. As we take our seats at a miraculously free table, I try to think of something that would actually interest him at all. I hope I could come up with an acceptable topic. I found an answer to that question you asked a couple of weeks back. Where Lilly's non-Japanese half comes from, that is. Good man. It's Russia, right? Totally Russia. Actually, you're wrong. It's Scotland. He's visibly stopped in his tracks. Scotland? Yeah, that was my reaction, too. She could speak English fluently and everything. Oh my god, he's so fucking upset. Damn it! Do you realize what this means? How terrifying this news is to me. Oh, Jesus. I think he's hyperventilating. Passing out for a little while would probably make him more relaxed than he normally is. I don't know if this I hope this doesn't matter. I don't really. I mean, okay, think about it, right? Like, we always humor him. We always listen to what he has to say. I don't really think we've ever just... Why is it now giving me an option? Oh my god, I could just ignore him, though. That sounds just funny. Both of them are funny. And even if I ignore him, he's just gonna say the shit anyway. I'm concerned. I dig into my food, hoping he'll take the hint from my silence. What the hell? I just lost 1,000 yen, man. 1,000 yen. Damn, this is the worst day ever. No such luck. I told you. He was literally just going to keep talking. You're kidding me. You made a bet out of her nationality? One of the dudes in my class was bugging me about it. I gave him some of my wisdom, and he had the audacity to say my logic was wrong. Oh. So what did he think? Germany or something. It doesn't matter. What matters is my 1,000 yen. Damn, this day is ruined thanks to her. What a bitch. She can't help where she comes from. God damn it, Kenji, why? I'm so done, dude. He looks utterly devastated as he wolfs down several clumps of his soggy soy-soaked rice. It only takes a few mouthfuls before he pokes his chopsticks at me, stabbing the air repeatedly in revelation. Why don't you... Didn't your mother ever tell you not to speak with your damn mouth full? He gives me a dirty look before choking down the rest of the food in his mouth and taking a gulp of juice. It's rather unsightly. Remembering my own food sitting in front of me, I decide to get the task of eating the cafeteria food over and done with as fast as possible. The sooner I do so, the sooner this experience will be over. So as I was saying, Jesus, why would anyone want to live in that place anyway? I mean, what is there to see? Grassy plains? That's it. Lots and lots of grassy plains. And men in kilts. I'm not sure which is worse, this food or his worldview. I can feel my face being dragged down by their combined weight. Not that he'd notice or even care. It's not that bad. Why do you even care about her so much anyway? She's just your class rep after all. He gives me a malevolent chuckle. Were this anyone but Kenji, I'd feel uneasy at how he sounds. I finally found the chink in the Feminist Legion's armor. It took a while, but I'm confident that this is going to be how we bring down the whole system. I'm about to blow your fucking mind. Are you ready? I guess. I tune out his rambling for a moment. Though, as I finish my rice and start on the unappetizing soup. One taste is enough to confirm that it's cold. It cooled really fast. Ready as I'll ever be. I confirmed that Lilly is in the mafia. What? All right, stay with me for a second and I'll describe the scene. I'm all ears. I wish I could do otherwise. Lily's there, walking down the street after school. You're not stalking her, are you? No. Damn, man, I do have some sense of self-preservation. But not dignity, or morals, social standards, or even social skills. Anyway, as I was saying, this car pulls up next to her, and guess who steps out? A man in a pinstripe suit. God damn it. Waves her in, then the two leave just like that. I tell you, man, she's under protection. Under protection. A man in a... Oh, Jesus. He knows. I can see where this is going. It takes effort not to sigh in exasperation. Let me guess, Kenji. This man was about average height, had slightly slender build, had blonde hair, looked foreign, and smiled a lot. He looked positively stunned. I took advantage of the moment of quiet to quickly gulp a mouthful of cold soup. It seems you're more observant than I thought. Yes, I have chosen well. Jesus Christ. He giggles a little and nods to himself so dramatically that it looks comical. I can't tell whether that's intentional or not, and that fact makes me frown. This has important ramifications, you know. If she really is connected to people like them, and we're smart about what we do with this information, we could turn this into our greatest weapon against the student council. Once he starts rambling into conspiracy territory, my juice suddenly becomes much more important. Only half listening to his pontifications, my mind drifts to the matter of Lilly and her antipathy for Shizune. The past between them is steadily becoming more coherent, but I'm not even sure if I should be learning of their past anyway. Indeed, even if I do work out what went on, it really doesn't seem like it's my business to go and interfere. I mean, I feel like if you asked Lilly, she would probably tell you. Damn, not having Lilly around is making my thoughts wander. I'm noticeably more bored and sullen without her company, and the same goes for Hanako. All we do during lunch anymore is eat and play chess. I mean, come to think of it, I need to check on Hanako after school, too. Considering her much improved attendance, I'm guessing she's come down with something. She's cool. She's fine. I imagine I just get up and just leave Kenji as he goes nuts. Oh, Nakai? I stop as I'm about to leave the classroom, turning on the ball of my heel to meet Muto. He's holding out to me a couple of worksheets we'd worked on during the day with his long, lanky arm. Would you mind giving these to Ikazawa? I normally ask one of the girls to do it, but I assume you'll be checking on her. Damn, he knows. For a moment, I briefly consider the possibility of that being more than an innocent prediction. I quickly disregard that idea, though, as it's hard to think of him acting in such a Machiavellian way. It's not his nature. Sure, no problem. Hanako dearest. Walking up the hallway of the girls' dorm. Several ideas of why Hanako's been absent float around in my head. The most obvious of them is just simple cold. That said, she might not even be sick at all. It's been almost a week since Lilly left, and despite her at least appearing to be normal, I've suspected she's somewhat more insecure about it than she lets on. She's fine. I eventually come to Hanako's dorm room. It's simple brown door separating us. Her room's position next to Lilly is extremely convenient and probably a large contributor to their meeting in the first place. Grimacing slightly at the prospect of her being sick, I rap my knuckles on her door. Hold on, I'll knock again. How about that? How about them apples? Silence. I listen intently for the sound of shuffling coming from the inside, but can't hear a thing. Knock on the door again, slightly harder. Still no answer. How strange. A door opens behind me. A freckled and somewhat scrawny underclassman I don't recognize comes out and is briefly taken off guard by my presence. Hi. Why am I getting all these decisions, dude? I'm fucking terrified. I mean, we know Hanako's fine. Like, I feel like I just keep it to myself. I don't go, me personally, I don't go around I don't really actually ask for help. Much to a fault of my own, so, I don't know. Like, we know Hanako's fine. Like, she's just independent. She's totally fine. Keep it to myself. Hey, sorry, don't mind me. He didn't. I think the situation with Hanako should be kept as private as possible for her sake. I don't really know anything about what's happened to her, and my gut tells me that it's not physical sickness that's befallen her. She doesn't need any rumors going around. As much as it pains me to think so, she'd likely prefer to keep her status as a strangely ignored member of the class over having people talk behind her back. Whatever. Wow, fucking bitch. Go on, get. I hate all of you. With that, she turns and walks down the hallway without a second thought. How rude. Man. Scratching my head, I make one last attempt at getting Hanako to answer as I knock on the door one final time. Hanako, it's just me. Muto said to give you some stuff. Even if you're not here, I'm going to slide him under your door. For a while, the attempt seemed just as unsuccessful as the last. Just before I slip the sheets under her door, though, I can hear the handle rattling. See, there we go. Hi, Hanako. You want a head pack? Come here. Just gets real weird. As the door opens halfway, I do my best to look Hanako over as quickly as possible. It's a task made somewhat more difficult by her oversized gown hiding so much of her body. She's fine. She doesn't look sick. Or at least not immediately so. And to be honest, I'd have preferred that to her expression right now. Hi, Hanako. Muto wanted me to give you these since you weren't in class today. I hold out the loose sheets, which she tentatively takes in her hands. The way she moves is weird, devoid of thought. As if she's some kind of mechanical automaton rather than a living being. Are you doing okay? If you're feeling sick or anything, I could get the nurse. She probably would have gotten the nurse anyway. It feels almost pitiful to put on such routine, get well soon act. I can't think of anything else I could possibly do for her, though. Oh, she seems to have collected herself a little at the notion, but only a little. I'm fine. Okay. That's it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was awkward. Jesus Christ. An awkward silence follows, eventually ended by her nodding solemnly in farewell and closing the door. The entire experience feels surreal. More than a little put off, I wander back to my room and hope that she'll be better by tomorrow, despite not knowing exactly what's wrong with her. She'll be fine. We know she's gonna be fine. Just don't treat her like a baby and everything will work out just as oh god, what am I doing? Once again, I find myself in front of Hanako's door after another of her unexplained absences from class. Dude, just leave her alone. Like, she's fine. Jesus. Nothing. Considering this is the second day in a row she's been like this, I'm starting to worry about her. You can worry. Just don't be weird. I mean, this isn't really weird. It's just, I don't know, a little overly worrying, I suppose. Summoning my willpower, I decide to try one last way to get her to respond. Hanako, if you don't say anything, I'll go get the nurse for you. Now I'm threatening her. Go away. Damn! Get fucked, Isao. Jesus Christ. What? It's hard to tell whether her tones of a depression, anger, or both. What in the world can I actually do to help her if she doesn't even want help? Don't! She's fine! She needs this is a thing that she needs to deal with on her own. We learned that much from the last time. The message is clear enough. I can't just leave her like this. Oh my god! Just sitting in her room for days on end, rubbing my temples in thought, I withdraw to my own room to think about how to proceed. Rationally is what's needed here, as an overreaction may just make matters worse. I mean, in hindsight, like, he doesn't know. We know he doesn't, so I dig around drawer, what the hell? I dig around drawer after drawer of my desk looking for where I put that damn piece of paper. Before she left, Lilly told me the number to call her on while in Scotland, and I wrote it down. Now that I need it, though, the damn thing is... here we go. Probably should have just entered it directly into my cell phone, come to think of it. Without further ado, I enter the numbers and anxiously press the call button. So yeah, we're calling her again, but the fact that the phone rings at all shows that I got the prefix for a call to Scotland right, at least. I've never made an international call before, so that's some comfort. I don't think I have either. Eventually, the phone picks up a feminine voice I don't recognize on the other end. It's probably Lily's mom. And we still don't understand. Satao, yes. English? Wonder how different this conversation's gonna be. Suddenly, ooh, that was a burp. Finding myself unprepared, I realized I can't understand a word she says, either due to my limited vocabulary or her heavy accent. I should have anticipated this since, according to Lilly, her mother is a native Scot. Native me. I soldier on in the hope that she must know some Japanese, considering it's her daughter's native language. It's Hisao Nakai speaking. Yeah, and then she switches real quick. An enthusiastic sound of realization can be heard as she recognizes the language. My feeling of relief is immense. And still can't do a Scottish accent. You can't. It's impossible. I think it's because I can't, like, do the right with my tongue or anything. I don't know what that was. You know what I mean. I can't move my tongue just right in the right places. You must be one of Lily's friends from school, correct? Jesus. Even so, her accent means I have to concentrate to work out what she's saying. Yeah, that's right. Please speak with you, Miss Satao. It's nice. It's so nice of her to find someone so polite. Lily, dear, it's for you. Her mother seems nice, if a little overenthusiastic given the mundane situation. There's a small silence as Lily takes her time getting to the phone. In the distance, I can just make out her mother scolding her playfully for just getting up. Okay, so all this has been basically the same. Hello, Lily speaking. You sound awful. It's the same. She makes us sound somewhere between a dying animal and a yawn. The only thing I remember, or did, but I mean, we should do this anyway, right? I mean, it just connects everything better. The one thing I did remember to check before calling was the time zone. It'd be pretty late in the morning over there, so she really has no excuse. Not feeling well? Just tired. What time is it there? Late afternoon. School finished for the day not long ago. You're really not a morning person, are you? I don't need you making fun of it as well. I mean, she's used to time changes and shit. It takes me a measure of restraint not to laugh at her pained groan. Poor girl. How you doing over there then, bar the mornings? It's been enjoyable. After not meeting them for so long, just having a meal together with my parents is nice. Though the pool and the sheer size of the house might have something to do with that as well. Even if they're not in Japan, from the way it sounds, her family must be pretty wealthy to live so luxuriously. Sounds fucking great. Are things alright with you and Hanako? God, I don't think so. I mean, everything's fine, but we're just freaking out. Oh, God. On the music. Damn, I was hoping that wouldn't be brought up so quickly. I take a moment to try and sort out exactly how to describe the situation without causing her undue worry. But she picks up on that without a word being said. Hanako's not well, is she? How'd you know? Because today's her birthday. I'd hoped she might have gotten at least a little better after coming to know you, but how is she right now? She missed school yesterday and seemed out of sorts when I checked up on her. Today she missed school again and just told me to go away. I really got no idea what to make of it. Has this happened in the past? Is it related to her scarring in some way? Unfortunately so. Roughly the same thing happened last year when her birthday came up. As far as I can tell, it's because her parents died in the accident that caused her scarring. And Hanako blames herself for their deaths. What she does say seems to make sense. If she's blaming herself on her birthday, she may well be rueing that she was ever born. She's fine. The fact that Lilly seems so in the dark about it, though, almost to the extent that I am, is a surprise. So that's why she lives in the student dorms as well. Has she told you anything more about the accident? As close as we've come, she's barely ever told me anything about what happened. What I know about it is largely conjecture. She sounds depressed, almost defeated. Considering the trauma Hanako must have gone through, I really can't fault Lilly for not knowing. Nevertheless, she still seems to consider it a personal failing. Don't blame yourself, Lilly. With everything she's gone through. I know. Thank you, Hisao. I'm sorry I can't be of more help to you. Oh, it's fine. I'll just give it some more thought. Thanks, and have a good time in Scotland. Huh? It's nothing. Thank you for taking care of Hanako. Hey! Okay, bye. Goodbye. Okay, that ended sooner than usual. And with that, the line goes silent. Amid the seemingly only increased number of questions I can't answer, the most immediate is what Lilly was going to say. Oh no. I'm an idiot. She must have thought I was calling to talk with her, but I only asked her for help with Hanako. Damn it! You fucked up, buddy. It's like calling someone that you barely spoken to only to call them and ask for money. Oh, Jesus. Even more shameful than that thought is the fact that such an appraisal would be largely correct. Well, first things first. For now, I need to at least sort out Hanako and make sure that she's actually eating okay. Jesus Christ. I'm getting so upset. The occasional passing students give badly hidden glances at the plate of food I carry to the female dorms. It's hardly a meal to be proud of. Only being an instant microwave meal from the convenience store, but it should at least fill her up. Jesus, I'm going overboard right now. I mean, his heart's in the right place, though. Like, it's not, like, bad. It's just, she can take care of herself. She's fine. Eventually, I arrive outside of her room, after having to ward off a couple of girls who jokingly tried to pilfer the food that I'd taken so long to procure. Hey! That ain't for you! Get the fuck out of here! I decided to forego knocking since it was proven to be an utterly useless measure, and it's somewhat difficult to do with my hands full. Hanako, it's Hisao. I know you're listening. I got some food for you. Come on, Hanako. Everyone loves food. Maybe not as much as me, but silence, as expected. I'll leave it beside your door. Please eat it at least, okay? There, I've said my piece. Now it's up to her. Putting the plate down, I walk back to my own room to eat my dinner. Which we don't even... By the time... the food's still there. By the time I return to Hanako's dorm, a good hour's passed. Thankfully, there isn't anything to be seen beside her door. Oh, good. Well, I walk back at least somewhat happier that she's eating. That's good. See? It's fine. If she intends to get through this by herself, then being able to help, even if it's in such a small way, is at least something. Okay, I feel a little bit better about that. I was going to feel upset if she actually didn't eat the food, but, we know Hanako's okay, so... Jesus. She's dealing with this in her own way, okay? She ain't a big old baby. She's a grown up. It's fine. And she would have gotten fed either way by herself. So, still, it's a nice gesture, and our heart is in fact in the right place. God, I hope those decisions actually didn't matter, though. Oh, shit.